Hello, my name is Chief Indlu Nkane of the Umhalaba Wezimo tribe located in South Sudan. I will be showing you around my country.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to fall, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Be there for me too.
I, the Chief Indlu Nkane, have absolute control over the entire nation and all the property within it. I run this nation until I die gloriously in battle, surrounded by 12 tigers, or I step down peacefully. The heir will ascend to the throne and succeed my legacy. To secure the heir to the throne is competent and that there is no internal fighting when I am gone or I step down. What I do is I filter my sons. When one of my sons reach the age of 12, they are put into a pit with an angry tiger. With their bare hands, they are forced to fight it. If my son emerges victorious over the tiger, he is made the official heir to the throne. If there are multiple sons, they must emerge past the tiger test at age 12. But when all of them reach the age of 18 or older, they fight in an arena in front of the entire nation. The winner will be the official heir, while those who are lost the battle and are still alive are put into the Ministry of Peace as training equipment. The UN describes the Umhalaba Wezimo as a right-wing absolute monarchy that believes in a strong duty to serve chief and tribe. They also believe that it is important to uphold a structure that does not allow chaos to rise, though the economy is based off of communism with their structured, socialistic ideals of redistribution. The rest of the beliefs are very right-winged. Westerners and my subjects call me chief. Some would even call me a dictator out in the West. I like to see my position more as a real estate agent. I trade property and I sell property when needed. The Chieftain Council is a group of people who are from the 4 different ministries. They used to be the head elder from the ministry that they took part and serve in to represent now, and they transfer to the council without a choice when one of the council members are relocated or die. The council does not have any power over me. I have the executive power in this nation. Their job is to report back on the ministries that they administer. They provide suggestions and criticisms. Though the people who criticize me a lot, they tend to go missing very often. Head elders are simply administrators to the ministries that they are in. They are handpicked by the chief after the council member who leads that ministry suggests a couple elders from the couple Indiuntinis that fit the role. Elders are not chosen by age, but by loyalty and experience. Head elders act as a secretary for the council member of the ministry. Iuntinis are the smallest unit in the Umhalaba Wezimo. They are groups of 8 to 16 people. The oldest one is the one that is in charge of reporting to the head elder about the stuff that happens within the unit, and keeping a discipline within the unit is their job as well. Iuntinis are segregated by gender and by ministry. The Ministry of Love is there to re-educate people and administer the peace within the nation. There are office workers who file stuff, facility workers who maintain the facilities and take care of the people within the re-education centers as teachers, and the ground workers who occasionally look through our citizens' files and stuff to make sure there is no harmful material. There is no public trial for the benders of the law. They are simply questioned and put into re-education centers as seen fit by the Ministry of Love, or they are put into the training equipment section of the Ministry of Peace. Either or. The Ministry of Plenty is in charge of all the resources in manufacturing, and an even and fair distribution of resources. The Ministry of Truth is dedicated to filtering the media that the people consume in Umhalaba Wezimo. People who produce state-endorsed media and people who confiscate state-prohibited media are one of the multiple jobs that you can have within the Ministry of Truth. The Ministry of Peace is in charge of administering peace against hostile external forces. Let me tell you a story about how we criminalized hateful material and made all of our citizens happy and have no worries for the rest of their lives. My grandfather always wrote lengthy love letters to a woman. She responded once after being graciously given 15 love letters in a span of 2 days, with a lengthy letter that just said no. Females born after 1993, am I right? One day in school, he was reading books and was constantly reminded of how he was turned down by a female born after 1993. He constantly banged his head on the desk to hopefully forget it, but it got worse. Anyways, when he finally got into power, he criminalized most literature except for the Diary of the Wimpy Kid series, which he deemed #relatable and is the foundation of a state religion. He established the Ministry of Truth to dispose of these hurtful books, which could remind people of the perils. They went into every house with any other literature other than the Diary of the Wimpy Kid, took the books into a shredder, then compiled the shredded books or the unshredded. He wasn't very picky, and sold alike to them within the library. As the legend goes, our people began to have a dance around the fire, and we celebrate that day every February 14th by burning any confiscated hateful material. In modern times, we have the different ministries administer the different aspects of this hateful material law. The Ministry of Truth searches cells for hateful materials and confiscates it, produces appropriate material in literature, and blocks out hateful material. The Ministry of Plenty uses the confiscated material and turns it into raw material that can be used into anything. Depends on what the confiscated material is, but we usually use it for generators or stockpile for the annual Day of Hate. The Ministry of Love re-educates people discovered holding hateful material or beliefs. And the Ministry of Peace have absolutely nothing to do with this.
Okay, so how laws are made in this nation is that I have the final say in the creation of the laws, but the advisors must approve of these laws to pass through and be applied by the ministries. The convenient thing about being the chief of this nation is that I can switch ministers as seen fit. If there is a minister that disagrees with me, I relocate them, and it's very nice.
Foreign powers declare that we have taken territory that belonged to them before, unjustly. I say to them, have you seen my pecs? Of course you haven't. That is why you are trying to declare war on me. If you want war, you will get war.
How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire? Leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up!
Africa's
Favorite fighting Frenchman!
I'm taking this horse battle reins, making red coats weather with blood stains. And I'm never gonna stop until I make them drop, I burn them up and scatter the remains down. Watch me engaging them, escaping them, and raising them out. I go to France for more fun, I come back with more guns and ships, and so their balance shifts.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts.
We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else we need.
I know.
So he knows what to do in the trench, ingenuitive and fluent in French, I mean. So you're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench, I mean? No one has more resilience or matches my practical tactical brilliance. You want to fight for your land back?
I need my right-hand man back.
Yeah, get your right-hand man back. You know you gotta get your right-hand man back. I mean, you gotta put some thought into the letter, but the sooner the better to get your right-hand man back.
Alexander Hamilton, troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender my early